50 cards. I did, I believe it was about 161 posts, but the poster froze up for me. I wasn't not sure if that was my end or if the poster was working okay. I got
just 9 on that particular side. If you ever want to check on the poster if they're going out, just go into your activity log on that account.
Okay.
That'll tell you how many posters.
Okay. I'll double check that. I also did 3 wall market. I've got 9 leads and I've got 2 people interested. 1 link's gone out.
Okay, excellent. All right, George, and for next week?
For next week, we're going to aim for 500 posts, 10 shop ads again. I've got to order some more flyers, so when they come, I hope to do 500 flyers. Hope to be getting 30 to 50 leads, and hope to get at least 1 sign up.
Okay, all right then, George. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Right, let's go to Julie.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Excellent. You fire away. Tell us how your week's been, or part of your week.
Yeah. Well, so far I've done 1,200 Facebook. I haven't done any leaflets and cards, but I've done 10 shop ads. Still getting still in the ad pool, and I've got 41 leads so far. No sign-ups as yet. A couple of people are very interested. Hopefully, one tomorrow. And for next week, going back to 2,500 Facebook, 500 flyers and cards, 10 shop ads, my ad pool, and the few that I've got on Friday ad, I'm starting to get people interested. I'm actually getting leads from them, which I wasn't before, so I don't know it's a bit different when I renew it now, whereas before you just press refresh and it went and changed. Now it seems to go to admin or whatever and then come back, but I'm getting leads, so we've done something different, so that's good as well.
Worth re-looking at again for everybody, I guess. All right, that's fantastic.
Okay, thank you.
Catch up with you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Pretty good going, I think, just since you didn't come back till Friday or Saturday, so excellent stuff. Okay, right, let's go to Keith. And Margaret, of course.
Thank you.
All right, I didn't forget you, Margaret. How could I?
It's difficult, isn't it?
Well, you speak by experience, Keith.
Right, I better get straight on with it, don't I? Right, this week we did 2,560 posts, 2 internet ads, 20 shop ads. Didn't do any leaflets. Mum was rushed into hospital on Friday, as you know, and we've been spending a lot of time getting over there to make sure we see her every day if we can, and that's meant that overall we brought in 50 leads and had 1 sign up. I'm expecting another one either this evening or tomorrow, so we'll wait and see about that. But it was quite interesting actually. We delivered 1 set of cutlery to somebody on the way back from hospital the other day, and the lady wasn't there. We'd arranged to see her at 7:30, so we timed it all so that we could make sure we were there exactly the right time, but she wasn't there, but her mum was, and her mum had been given instructions to check everything, make sure it was all okay, and we went through everything with her, and she said, yep, quite happy with all that, can you get me 1? So I thought, right, that's good. So we've now got 2 we've delivered, 2 customers from the same house in Upchurch. Anyway, okay. Next week we plan to do 3,000 posts. Probably won't do any leaflets again, but we'll do the 20 shop ads. Keep the internet ads running, and we'll get 2 sign-ups from that hopefully. because we're planning on keeping up the activity as much as we can.
Yeah, you got one on this week.
They're doing a lot online.
Yeah, Margaret was just saying that one activation that we got this week is
You
doing a
signed up
lot.
last week.
You know, they signed up last week, and they're doing a lot of internet stuff as well.
As well as
So
catalogues.
they're doing the catalogues as well.
Excellent stuff. Well, I said, well done for taking notice of what we're saying anyway, and getting these people on there early, rather than waiting.
Yeah.
You got them on the day after you started it.
Brilliant. Good for you. Well, it's more likely to keep, I think it's certainly, our thoughts on that as far as helping with retention. So, really good. All right, guys, well done.
Thank you.
And if you want to mute yourself and do your camera, and we'll see you back here next week. Wonderful. Okay, let's go to Linda.
Hiya, can you hear me?
Hello, we can hear and we can see you. How are you?
Going forward, well, obviously I've been getting leads in from the ad pool that we've got, so I have been getting quite a few leads in, and I've been communicating with people sort of more like via text. I've had a few people ring me, very interested, but as soon as you mention the money, which they reckon they've looked at the whole website, they just seem to disappear. I have sent a few leads out recently, which people are still interested in coming back, but they're not at the moment. So there is some sort of like generation out there. With regard to how many leads I've had in, I haven't been monitoring them. I've just been doing the responses as I go along. Moving forward, I need to obviously start checking the leads coming in more strictly, and I need to speak to Mr. Gilbert to see if he can come and help me with my ad poster to start generating my own lead generation, because obviously it's something Steve used to do and I didn't, so I need some help with that. So maybe Mr. Gilbert could probably pop over sometime in the near future to help me with that. And then moving forward, I want to try and get some few shop ads out and move the activity forward to start getting some more new members in my team.
Well, Steve came on. You probably didn't see Steve there, but he came on, put thumbs up. So.
I know, I didn't see that. Sorry. Yeah, but that'd be brilliant. Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be able to see
on that one.
All right. Okay. Be careful what you wish for. That's all I tell you.
Well, at the moment, anything's better than what's been happening with me. So who knows?
All right. Okay. All right then.
See you later.
Catch up with you next week.
Yeah. No worries. Bye.
Bye. If you want to do your camera and your microphone, and let's go to Michelle and Steve. Of course. I think it'd be more likely to be Steve, to be fair.
It's always me.
I know it's always you. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Andy.
Excellent. Okay. Let us know how your week's been.
All right, we've done 750 Facebook posts, 215 flyers, 10 hot pockets. We only done 2 shop ads, and that brought us in 18 leads. No sign-ups though. Next week, the activity is going to be 1,000 Facebooks, 200 flyers, 10 hot pockets, 8 shop ads. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right, Steve. Thank you very much indeed. Do the normal. I think you know what to do. Okay, and let's go to Sandra.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Sandra. How are you?
I'm absolutely fine, thank you.
Excellent. Okay, you fire away and let us know what you've been up to over there.
Right, only got 150 leaflets out this week and 3 shop ads, and it only just brought me in 4 leads. As you know, I'm blocked on Facebook until the 30th, so I can't do anything on there, whether it's sponsoring or the retail side of it at the moment. So next week, I aim to get up a bit of speed as such, so I'm going to try and get 1,000 flyers out and 8 shop ads, and then that'll be the following week. So on the 30th, from the 30th, I hope to try to get some Facebook ads again going.
Okay. Miles,
Okay.
if you're having problems with that, might well be worth considering something with, Jamie DeCasso for next month.
Right, I missed that then.
You know, part of the advertising pool that Jamie does. You normally get around about sort of 50 to 70 leads per month for about 50 quid. But they're all sort of catalogue distributor ones. You may have been out of the loop when they originally come on. But give us a call about that if you're interested. I can pass you on.
Okay then, yeah, thanks.
All right.
Will do.
Okie dokie. Right, thanks, Sandra. You want to
Thanks.
do it with your microphone? Wonderful. Let's go to Mr. Gilbert.
Hello, Mr. Boswell.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. I think I'm a bit of a zombie. I'm sure you know how I feel. It's all good fun. Right, figures. Not many columns filled in this week, but then I didn't plan a lot. But I did 10 warm market, did more than I expected. So I got a bit carried away. 6 3-foot rolls, 6 shop ads as usual, and I did 3,500 Facebook posts. I didn't stop Facebook posting at all. Did generate 120 leads. No sign-ups, although 4 links have gone out, but they've two of those have completely disappeared. One of them was only sent out today, so fingers crossed. Don't know what's going on. I've got linkitis, I think. Weird, isn't it? Weird. And these are all people that ring me or contact me and say, looked at the information, know about the £25, want to get started, and you think, right, oh, that's positive, and then they disappear.
The
really
bird.
weird.
It's the bird.
Yeah, it is. It's weird, but the numbers I'm quite happy with, to be honest.
Yeah, and
considering everything else is going on. Next week, my activity will be 6 warm market, and I'm going to completely focus on Facebook. I've got to be honest. 6 shop ads. I'll still do my shop ads, and 3,500 Facebook. Again, looking for 120, 130 leads, and I really need to get 2 new people quickly.
good. Bit of urgency.
Yeah, do my editing. It's been a bit barren.
Okay. All right, Steve.
See you later. Take care.
Thank you very much indeed. Righty ho. Okie dokie. Like I said, got Sue here in the wings, ready to go. Like I said, we had a couple of technical problems earlier. What I'm just going to do is bring the training on. Then what we will do is share the whole screen. Bear with me for a second. And then I shall pass you on to Sue. So bear with me just 1 second while I get this sorted out. And I will pass you on to Sue.
Hello everybody. I'm assuming, this is really weird because I'm assuming you can all see and hear me, but I really have no idea. So I shall commence. Wanted to share with you what's going on for me and Andy, but more really for me at the moment, because those of you that know me well, I've sort of been tossing and turning in the waves this year with the business. So I want to share with you what's been going on. I've only been actually doing the online sales for the last week. I'm totally impressed. I'm totally blown away with what Clean Easy's got in store for us all. So I'm just going to crack on and tell you what I've got and hopefully press the right buttons. Okay, so obviously everything's been made really simple for us and the whole of the network. And I think it's anybody in our team that's not getting involved in this and not getting on with this sellonfb.co.uk, it's really sad because many people in Clean Easy are. So I think it's quite important that you get in touch with your people, quite important that you get in touch with old leads, etc. And I'm going to go into that a little bit in a moment. So as I've said, it's all very simple. If I can do it, and I'm so not techie, you wouldn't believe it, but it's so simple, even I've been able to do it and create quite a lot of sales. And remember though that you are the brand. When you're selling on Facebook, you are the brand, not Clean Easy. And I'm going to speak a bit more about that in a second. I found it's beneficial with the experience of the last week to price check when you're deciding on the product. So you decide on the product you want. Now, for example, one of the products that I made a mistake on, one of the products that I chose, if you haven't been watching me closely, I'll tell you, it was the One Direction towels. I thought, right, that's the biggest selling boy band ever. Everyone must want one. That's got to be a good one to go for. So I went for it. Didn't sell any at all. But if I actually price checked it, I found that on
that you could actually get that towel online for half the price quite easily and in quite a lot of places. So, and the way that you can price check things is to go into a search engine. I use Google. Just put the name of the product, so in that case One Direction towel, 1D towel, and it will tell you where you can get things. Now sometimes you're going to put something in there and it's going to be a bit dearer. That doesn't mean you shouldn't advertise it. It's just on that particular item it was all over the place and easy to get for a tenner. So don't let it necessarily put you off, but just be in the know with the product that you're selling, and also be aware that if people are going to buy it elsewhere, they're obviously going to pay P&P as well. So talking just a little bit about You Are the Brand. So for example, if you haven't been following what I've been doing on Facebook, and you want to add yourself to my particular brand, if you like, then do join my little group. It's called Sue's Star Bargains, and what I would suggest that everybody did was to create their own selling group. I know that most people have done that now, but it's really important to create your own selling group. And as I say, mine's called Sue's Star Buys. I mean, you can text me or call me afterwards if you want to know more about it. Generally don't add Clean Easy people into it, but obviously I'm adding the team into mine so you can copy. So you can copy your team members into it so that they can copy what you're doing, because that's proving to be the place where most sales are coming from. Zoe's been really striding ahead with this. She had to take a week out for illness, and she's only just collected her first catalogues of the period so far today. And without leaving the house for a catalogue, she's already done £800 of sales this period. So absolutely phenomenal. So when you've created this selling group, you're then going to add your existing customers to it. And the way that I've done that, and again I've copied Zoe, is I've just sent them a simple text asking them if they happen to be on Facebook, and if they are, they might like to check out my Sue Star Bargains, giving them the link. And also invite them to add me too. So that's one thing to do. Also, every time somebody buys something online, these are obviously your new customers, also add them into the groups. And add something to that group, at least one thing every day, so that people are reminded that you're there, that they see things coming up. Now I got to the point where I had not many people in my group. I still haven't got that many. Zoe's got well over 100 now in hers, but I still haven't got that many. And at one particular point, I had about 3 of my customers in the group, and I put just on Sue Star Bargains the hot buffet server, and immediately one of my customers come back and said, yes, I want one. So this is going to be a place where you're going to shift a lot of products. I mean, if you saw the photos online today, all that stuff is in Zoe's house. Pretty much all of it was sold via her little group. A lot of it wasn't just from general advertising. Also, just sidetracking, it was so exciting this morning, going to the depot, seeing Steve and Julie there trying to get everything in the car, breaking up boxes to get stuff out to fit things in. And then the last laugh was on me because they wheeled mine and Zoe's stuff out, and that just about went in my car. Apparently Linda had already been in. Michael Butler was just leaving as we got there, and later on in the day I know Jeff and Jenny Bell went in, and poor old Ashley in Parcel Force really doesn't know what's hit him, so it's really quite exciting. But going back to this brand thing, a couple of ideas for you. And again, these are things that Zoe's doing and I haven't tried and tested. At the end of any advert that she's putting onto the Facebook groups, when you're advertising generally, at the end of the advert she's putting a link to her Facebook group, which if you'd like to see other offers that I've got at the moment, she's putting a link to her Facebook selling group. So that's a thing worth doing. And I know another thing that she's planning to do, again it hasn't been done yet, is she's going to get some labels, slightly bigger labels than we actually put on our catalogues, and actually just put them on her catalogues to tell her customers that if they're on Facebook, if they'd like to join her group, they can get some bargains before, really fresh when they come out. So that's another little idea there. So with all this happening, it's so exciting. There's going to be such a big wave. Things are really going to move forward. It's made me get my sponsoring hat back on. So I'm doing a little bit of this every night, but back on the sponsoring and really moving it forward. So So obviously, for all of you watching tonight, you all know, I think you all probably know that your businesses are going to get bigger. But do you want a bigger business or do you want a massive business? I know what we want. I know what we're going to go out and get, and hoping that many people will grab onto our coattails and come with us. So what I would suggest is to go through your existing distributors. Have you actually gone through the people that are on your GSA and spoken to them about this new wave that's coming, helping them to maximise what they're going to get from it? And of course, you can only do that if you're doing it yourself. So do get in touch with all your existing distributors and maybe have a little sizzle or things like that. Your contact manager, you've got loads and loads of links in there, and I know Andy's going to put something together that you can send out to the people in your contact manager, giving them a clue what's happening, and that will generate more people. So that's so exciting. And your warm list, I mean, if you really do believe that this is going to be a big change, and me and Andy are 100% sure. I mean, Peter Rear last night, his words were, every fibre of his being believed that there's going to be this huge wave going into next year, just as there was with Clean Easy in the 90s. So exciting. So if you really believe that, surely you're going to contact your warm list, go back to them if you've contacted them, and just tell them what's coming, because do you know what? If you don't contact these people, someone else will get there first. There's going to be such a surge in Clean Easy going forwards. And as Keith and Margaret are leading for the front on this one as well, help your new people to sell online from day one. And there's no reason why before they get their catalogues they couldn't have quite a few orders sitting there ready to go. So make sure you're getting them into that straight away. It's a really important thing to do. At the end of the day, this is all exciting, but we are in network marketing, so we do need to network what we're doing, and we can then get to the bigger incomes. So what's the key to all this then? Well, the key is what it always is with Clean Easy, with any business, with life. The key is personal development. Ask yourself seriously, are you really tapping into personal development? What book are you reading at the moment? What are you studying? Jackie White at the Keys to Success training on Sunday, she was absolutely awesome. And nobody could deny that that lady knows where she's going. She knows what she's doing. She's absolutely amazing. And every time she speaks, she recommends books. How many of you that were at that training have already ordered the books from Amazon on Knowledge is King that she recommended? The one about the subconscious mind by Joseph Murphy, she's recommended that before. So hopefully most of you have already got that one, but that is such an amazing book. There's so much good stuff in there, because at the end of the day, everybody that joins Clean Easy joins with the same tools, the same kit, and it's all about what we as individuals do with that kit. We're the only variable, if you like. So the personal development is absolutely key. Make sure minimum you at least read 10 pages a day and use your car as your university. So how do you see the future? Ask yourself. I mean, we're 100% sure how we see the future, how we're going to move forward. Hoping that all of you are going to join us and really get busy. And the time to get busy is now, running into Christmas, and not to be overly tied up with selling on Facebook, but to be overly tied up on bringing people in and helping them to sell on Facebook. So don't miss out. Be sponsoring like mad, because when we get to January with the things that are coming, you're going to really be able to run forward. And the bigger your team is at that point, the faster start you'll have. You'll get off to an absolute flyer. So sponsor is really what you've got to do. So set your plans in stone with your upline. As we always say, you need to track, you need to plan. If you don't plan, if you're failing to, how does it go? If you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail. So make sure you do plan. Set your plans in stone with your upline, and you will move forward if you sit down one-to-one on a weekly basis and move forward. This is really so exciting times. These are the most exciting times that I've seen in the time I've been in Clean Easy since '97. And just my advice to you would be, don't be a spectator. it's your turn to be an absolute star player. So take the ball and run with it. And that's about all from me. And I think, did I press the button, Andy?
That's all
Yeah.
right. Bear with us while we change seats. Absolutely great, Sue. Thank you very much. Hopefully that's got you motivated. Like Sue said, she's. Let me just stop sharing the screen. Bear with me. Oh, there we go. Hopefully you can see me again. So there you go. I think Sue summed it up. Actually, I think what you need to do, and if you're not happy with your figures, do something about it. You know, if you're working the numbers correctly. You don't need me to tell you. If you're not working the numbers as you should be, there are plenty of ways, whether it be flyers, whether it be cards, whether it be shop ads. You know, I know some of you saying, well, we're having problems with Facebook. Well, hey-oh, guess what happened before Facebook? We had shop cards we were doing, we had flyers we were doing, and everything else. So the future's looking really bright. Hope you're enthusiastic, and if you're not, then you need a check up from the neck up, as they say. So we'll see you back here next Wednesday. Look forward to it. We'll probably have a sponsoring training probably next Tuesday, or getting started training for everybody in the business as well. So good night, everyone. Have a great week.
Bye.